T1이 조금 더 거듭나는 이런 상황이 될 거예요.
그렇습니다. 정윤종 선수가 스타일 2에서의 활약만큼은
Sun is in deep meditation there.
자, 이어서
And he's going to be playing against Reality.
김기현 선수가 준비합니다.
네, 삼성 테란 나이트에서 가장 믿음직한 이런 지금 실력을 지금 보여주고 있는
EDT
김기현
to
선수입니다.
start the day.
최근에는 5연패 안 좋은 수렁에 좀 빠져 있다가 다시 한번 또 연승을 해주고 있는 김기현 선수거든요. 흐름을 확실히 좀 탔습니다. 연승했다가 연패했다 지금 연승하고 있는 그 흐름이기 때문에 그 흐름을 주인인 자기가 확실히 좀 찾아와야 된다는 생각이 듭니다.
그렇습니다. 전반전 경기 분위기는 원래 삼성전자까지 좋았는데 T1의 이번 반격도 매서울 수 있을 것 같습니다. 어떨지 1세트에서 바로 확인해 보겠습니다.
Alright. Here we go. Alright. So, game number 1. Sun versus Reality. In the top right, as the brown Protoss, we do have by Sun, aka by Rain. There he is. And in the bottom right, as the blue Terran, we will have Reality. So Sun, I believe, is actually one of the better StarCraft 2 players on SKT. But he's also a pretty good Broodor player as well. He's one of SKT's Protoss trio of Bisu, Best, and himself. Yeah, what's up, dude? Nice fan. That guy has a literal fan too. Not even like a fangirl. I would rather have a fangirl than an actual fan. Actually, no. Actually, it's pretty hot right now. A real fan would be quite useful as well.
현장에서 드립니다. 현장에서. 예, 나갈 때 드리고 이런 게 아니라 저희가 드리겠습니다 하면 바로 즉석에서 현장에서 스텝이 가져다 주는 걸로 확정이 됐어요.
We are on Sniper Ridge and vertical spawns, which actually is going to be a little bit annoying for Sun, because that means his third base, like the 9 o'clock base, which should be his third, is going to be kind of expanding towards the Terran, which is generally not good. And wow, Bunky assaulting the fans here. Whoa! Whoa, Bunky. Hold on, man. Look at him just like walking away. Nothing happens. I think he got a little bit confused there. Bunky's supposed to be, you know, assaulting the fangirls, not the fanboys. He's doing it wrong.
여기까지 들려요, 소리가. 여기가 메인 무대인데 지금 마이너 무대에서의 어떤 그 싸움이 훨씬 더 지금 귀에 좀 끌리는 이런 상황입니다.
Oh man, I can see all the terrible puns in the chat already.
메인이라고 할 수가 있는 거죠. 가수로 따지면 오프닝 무대에 딱 한번 나와주고 앵콜 무대까지 한번 나와주는 하루에 2번씩 나오는 선수예요. 정윤종 선수. 그만큼 잘하고 있습니다.
He got fan handled. Nice. Oh shit! Now he's attacking a chair. Oh, you see that? You see that? Fangirl's just like, get out of the way, Bunky. Get out of the way. Get out my chair. Look at that. Wow. That fangirl not going to take any shit from Bunky. We know who wears the pants in that relationship.
그리고 이제 김기현 선수는 2승 2패 스타트 1에서 2승 2패 성적입니다.
Anyway, 2 guys off gas for Reality. It's going to be an FD here. It's going to make like 6 Marines and a tank and some Vultures. Oh, Bunky wants it. He wants it. That guy's crazy, man. You're going to get attacked by Bunky in a second. Watch Bunky just dive over that little banner thing. Just like tackle him. Bunky's pretty cool though. I like Bunky. I wish Khan had a mascot. You need to make up a mascot for Khan. It's not really fair that SKT and KT and CJ all get them. Khan should get a mascot. I mean, we have like Dino Toss. I guess on the other hand, we do have Coach January, which makes us superior to all the other teams as well. So I guess actually it's not so bad. So we got January. Yeah. Anyway, robotics on the way. Did he actually get that before? Actually, wait, did he make a Nexus yet? Wait a minute, did he go? Oh, okay, no, he went 1-gate Robo. Okay, no, that's fine. I thought he went 2-gate Robo before expanding, which would be a little bit unusual, a little bit old school. And we are going to see fast Reavers from Sun. Very exciting stuff. That's actually going to be quite effective against the FT as well. Obviously, the Reaver shot is going to just obliterate the Marines if need be. If he needs to use it to defend, that is. If he's super fatty, he can like defend with just the Dragoons and immediately counterattack with the Reaver and do an insane amount of damage. Because Reality's not going to have very much in his main base. You know, he'll send all the Marines to the front, and then he'll use primarily Spider Mines to like defend counterattacks. He's only gonna have vultures in his main if the Reaver goes straight to his base. Interestingly, look at this, look at this. I think the SCV got far in enough to see that there was no expansion, so he immediately pulls back. Wow, great move there by Reality, leading with the SCV. He's like, wait a minute, you haven't expanded yet. Okay, so I guess it's not a 1-gate expand, so I should probably be defensive. That is absolutely the correct choice. You know, if the Kratos was going for a 1-gate expand, which is very, very common nowadays, the Nexus would have been opposite, would have seen it, and then he could attack and kind of try and be a little bit aggressive. But without an expansion there, he has no idea what's coming. It could be a 2-gate goon, it could be a fast Reaver like this. Either one of those would do quite well against the FD. So I think that was a very smart pullback by him. So now this Reaver's going to come in, but there are a lot of Marines for anti-air, and the one siege tank on the ground as well. So it's going to be difficult for Sun, I think, to do too much damage. There's also mines being laid around the base. So he's going to have to be very careful about where he drops. It's like turret on the way as well. And here comes the shuttle. Where are the Marines? Alright, looks like they were just chilling at the natural. Here we go, he's going into the main. The Reaver's being dropped. Oh my god, the SCVs! What the hell, Reality? Why would you just run the SCVs? There are 3 Marines getting taken out as well. Oh my god, Reality. Why is he not pulling SCVs? What is he doing? Oh my god, the Scaraboo! What the hell? Reality, what are you doing? No! Well, GG. Alright, the Reaver's dead, but GG. So, Reality just lost the game. And we can go on to game number 2. Awesome! Okay, seriously, that I thought, man, I was like all praising him and stuff. I was like, oh, look at Reality, he's so good. He scouted no natural, so he's gonna like defend hardcore. I was like, yeah, you go Reality. And then he just like doesn't pull SCVs when he sees a shuttle coming in. He's like, ah, it's fine, I'll take care of it. Oh man. So he's at 27 supply against like the 39 supply. It's Sun. Sun's adding on gateways. I mean, look at that saturation. It's just so bad. I like that he's repairing the tank there at least, but he doesn't even have 1 SCV per mineral patch. He just doesn't actually have anything. Effective Reaver harass is effective. So, I'm not even sure what Reality can do to come back now, because it's not. It's like it's so early in the game to take such a loss, and it's like he can't even like, I don't know, like make a starport and do fancy drops or something. I don't know. Doesn't even have any options right now. He just kind of has to play from behind, which is kind of sucky. Looks like a bit of a mistimed transfer there for Sun. Having some of his probes run back, and oh, it looks like there's gonna be a break here. I hear some zealots going on. Yeah, it looks like he actually dropped the zealot and 2 Reavers in the back there to cause the tanks to unsiege while he goes in with the Dragoons. The OG Observer uncharacteristically kind of missing what was going on there, but yeah, it looks like Sun actually not even gonna play this patiently, just gonna go for the kill here. And oh man, nice shot on the tanks, but it looks like there's too many tanks left. He's gonna have to pull back. He's got a couple of red tanks there, but no, don't run that tank out there. No, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Oh my god, he's gonna lose that tank as well, I think. Oh, he's trying to target this Reaver. Look at that. Oh, very cute stuff. Cute. The tank was deliberately not shooting there because Reality didn't want it to be on the cooldown between shots when the Reaver dropped. He wanted to shoot the Reaver. So I think he deliberately kind of bugged out his tank to make it not shoot, or at least tried to. He's got a Dragoon. Adibo! Oh! Look at him being so careful because he knows that as soon as the Reaver drops, as soon as the Reaver drops, Reality would just target it down, which he did do. So, nice move by there. And actually, you know what? The supplies have actually evened out a little bit because Sun kind of suicided a bunch of units there. He did do some good damage again with the Reaver, but gotta be careful when you do things like that. The only thing is, there's still only one factory producing for Reality against the 3 gateways plus Robo of Sun. And now Sun also taking his third base. I think it's very smart. He knows that, you know, even though he lost a bunch of Dragoons, he did pick off a lot of siege tanks. So there's no way that, and you know, there is only one factory still, so there's no way that Reality can push anytime soon. And he doesn't even have enough factories making vultures to like vulture harass. Because that's another thing. Like, even if the Terran can't push, sometimes you have to worry about not having enough Dragoons, and then the Terran just runs out with a bunch of vultures and kills all your stuff. But in this case, there's just no possibility of anything from Reality, so I think it's a very safe expansion, actually. Now, you know, having said that, a vulture has gone over there to kill the probe, but it's just one vulture, it's not a big deal. And we see a Citadel coming up for Sun. All very standard stuff for him. I'm a little bit surprised that he hasn't walled in his natural a little bit more, added a couple more pylons or other tech buildings there to block it off against potential vulture run-bys, because, you know, he does know that he's ahead, so obviously Reality has to do something crazy to come back, like, you know, fancy vulture harass or drops or whatnot. So if you just play super safe and defensive, then you should be fine. Meanwhile, we do see a third command center that is spotted by Sun's observer, so he sees Reality going for this quick third base. I mean, Reality's probably only option here is to kind of turtle up on 3 bases and get close to max and do some kind of nice push. If he has really good push mechanics, he might be able to do something. Uh-oh. Oh, Debu! I think it's redone. Yep. Whew. Doing the smart thing, pulling the SCVs this time. But yeah, I don't think he has any kind of timing. Like, he couldn't have done any kind of, you know, weird 6-fact off 2 base because he'd taken so much damage early on that he would just miss the timing. So he just does have to wait until the late game, and even if the Protoss gets up like to 5 bases or 6 bases or whatever, if he can do like a really sick push and kind of crush the Protoss army in the first engagement, he might be able to come back. But it's going to be pretty tough. So some vultures are running around here. They're trying to do some harassment, but it's like nice pylon walls on both sides, in fact. Triple pylon walls. I've actually caused Sun to get really ahead on supply than he actually get more available supply than he actually needs. He's at 85 of 155. Now, you know, a lot of people think like that doesn't matter so much. They're like, oh well, you know, that's fine. You just made a few extra pylons early. But that's just like being very inefficient in your build. Because like he could have not made like just you know, even if it's not the best decision. Let's say he didn't make 4 of those pylons and made a nexus instead. He still wouldn't have been supply blocked, and he would have had another nexus, you know. Now, obviously, that's not 100% fair because you know, taking another expansion would obviously spread him out a little bit more. You know, there's other things to consider. There's just simple things like that where, you know, if you're just being a little bit inefficient in the build, it does make a difference. And more importantly, it just makes me very sad when I see people with way too much supply. Anyway, what? Alright, the Queen Commentator sounded very excited there. I'm not sure why. I mean, all the spider mines did get cleared, so it looks a little bit vulnerable for Reality, but I don't know. Is Sun manly enough to go for a break here? Does he have the cojones to go for a bust? Actually, I don't think it would be a good idea. He has a lot of zealots. I don't know, this might actually work. Oh man, all the tanks are moving out. Oh god, what is he doing? Oh no. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Go back. Go back. Oh no, he's going for it. The tanks are not in position. Oh man, I think this is probably going to work. Oh, now the Reaver drops behind. Nice shots on the siege tanks. There's a lot of tanks there, but the zealots are tanking all the shots. And the Reaver's getting shots off from the back. Another Scarab goes off. Only 3 tanks remaining. No, 2 tanks more in the back. The SCV is coming off the line. It looks like all the leading tanks will get taken down, but 2 tanks on the high ground will probably survive here. Reality being a little bit too bold there with his tanks, pushing out of his natural and getting completely smacked down. Dragoon's even going to range the SCVs from the back there, but no, the tank's going to come out, so Reality barely holding on. But now Arbiters are on the way, and you know, the Protoss is on 3 bases. Is it just me or is the gas mining in the main a little bit messed up? There seems to be one gas core that's like stuck in the back or something. Not really sure what's going on there. Anyway, reality, this guy's third command center floating around. I mean, he can't secure the third base, even though he really wants to. And gonna try and move out once again. Uses a scan to see exactly how much stuff the Protoss has, which is a lot of zealots. Oh god. Oh no. Oh, nice mind bombs. Bye bye reality. You're dead. I mean, he's been dead since the Reaver came in, but now he's like super dead. And Reality is gonna hold on. I mean, you know, Terrans are pretty good at not dying. Wow, that tank, 5 HP. But yeah, having to lift is natural. More Dragoons coming in, getting bugged out by the barracks. Not really bugged out, but distracted by the barracks. I mean, Reality, he's trying to fight his way back in, but this is there's nothing he can do right now. Alright, he's going to move out once again. He's going to secure his natural. And, I mean, the thing is, Protoss, even if he's getting pushed back in these attacks, he's still being cost efficient with his, like, zealots, trading zealots for siege tanks. So it's not even like he's making these really cost inefficient attacks, which if he did, would allow Reality to get back in the game. Like, if he just sent in a bunch of Dragoons with no support and lost, like, a control group of Dragoons for, like, a siege tank, he could do something. Oh man, look at this! I was gonna say his gas mining is completely fucked! Sun has to kill his own Arbiter Tribunal because all of his gas probes are getting stuck behind. Oh my god. I knew that was bugged. I was like, that looks suspiciously weird. Wow, Sun, even though he's won the game, that is embarrassing. Oh man, he had to kill an Arbiter Tribunal. An Arbiter Tribunal went down. Wow. Oh, that is so awesome. Oh, I love Brood War pathing. Love Brood War in general. It's so weird because, like, alright, anyway, hold on, there's an attack coming in. But yeah, Reality is basically dead. Sun's just gonna keep attacking him until he leaves the game. But the thing is, I'm a little bit curious about what happened there because, I mean, you know, to be fair, it is very easy to get things trapped like that in Brood War because the pathing is so weird and the building like sizes are so weird. But generally, like pro gamers or like high level players have like a set way of laying out their base. It's really like Terran and Protoss, you know, because you have to build so many buildings, and you know, if you build them willy-nilly, you can run out of space very easily. So especially like for tech structures and things, I feel like a lot of players have like a set way of placing them on certain maps. Like especially on Fighting Spirit, you'll see, and GG from Reality, but especially on maps like Fighting Spirit, which get played a ton, you'll see players always put their tech buildings in the same place. Like I know for me, like in PvT on Fighting Spirit, I know my tech buildings will go in the exact same place in my main, like almost every single game, with very slight variation.